All right, you've got to warm up before every single workout. Today, we're going to go over warming up on an indoor bike. And don't worry, it doesn't matter what kind of indoor bike you have, whether it's a stationary bike, a bike on a trainer like this one, or any other type of mechanical or electric bike, they're all going to work for this warm up. But as usual, before you get on the bike, make sure to hit the bathroom. On your way back, grab a water bottle, grab some headphones in case you're going to listen to music or watch TV, lace up your shoes, and let's get on the bike. So make sure that the pedal closest to you is close to the ground. Make sure you have a firm grip when you get on the bike, and go ahead and hop on. If you have a heart rate monitor, go ahead and start that. If not, no worries. So we want a nice comfortable position on the bike. Your resistance and speed are all going to be starting as low as possible. Let's go ahead and start pedaling. So this is going to be roughly a 12-minute warm-up, which is sort of middle of the road. A perfect warm-up would be 20 minutes. The absolute minimum you can warm up and reduce risk is 5 minutes. If you do a 4-minute and 59-second warm-up, you're going to get injured. So, all right, right away, we're just going at a nice, comfortable pace. We're just getting our legs moving. We're going to use a mixture of speed and resistance to slowly warm ourselves up over the course of the next 12 minutes. Roughly every 30 to 60 seconds, we're going to increase either speed and or resistance. If you have any pains, aches, any issues, then you want to slow down, back off, or completely stop. Pain is injury, so don't let pride get you injured. So right from here, we're going to increase the speed just a little bit. So every bike's going to be a little bit different. I don't have an electronic display on my bike, but if you have an electronic bike, you should go up somewhere between 5 and 10 revolutions per minute. Might say cycles per minute, but we just want a subtle increase. Back to any issues, there's two things that could be causing your problem. Either you have a specific injury, like a knee injury or a back issue, or your bike is not fitted properly. You do not fit yourself to the bike, you fit the bike to yourself. So I'll definitely put together a video talking about how to set up your bike properly. But in the meantime, you should feel relatively comfortable on your bike. If you feel pain, stop or back off, or both. All right, so we're going to increase our first resistance here. On my bike, I have gears, so I just went up 1 gear. On your electronic bike, you'll just have a button that says resistance, and you just want to tap that 1 time. Most electronic bikes go from 0, usually up to 15. Yours might start at 1, but that's okay as well. So we want nice tall posture. We don't want the back to be rounding. We want a nice tall posture here. And again, if you can't maintain a tall posture, you probably are going to need to adjust your bike. So from here, we're going to increase your resistance 1 more time. Perfect. You want to stay relaxed. Every so often, you can, of course, sit up tall just to change your position, take some weight off your wrists. Do that as you need to. And as far as your wrists go, when you hold on to your bike, your wrists should be almost completely straight. If you have a lot of bend in your wrists, 1, it's going to hurt or be uncomfortable, and 2, it's just going to lead to further issues. So let's go ahead and increase the speed a little bit here. Again, on your electronic bike, that might be 5 to 10 cycles or revolutions per minute, but just a subtle increase. At this point, you should feel no burning anywhere. You should feel no fatigue anywhere. What you should feel, and I do, is your heart rate should be starting to increase. So I started at about 75 beats per minute. I'm at about 110 beats per minute now. What we want to do over the course of any warm-up is slowly increase your heart rate. The longer and the more slowly you increase your heart rate during a warm-up, the better you're going to feel during your workout, the less sore you'll be the days after your workout, and the less likely you'll be to get an injury. All right, we're gonna increase the resistance one more time. An electronic bike, just tap that resistance button one time. Now at this point, if you're feeling any burning, any fatigue in your muscles, your quads, if your breathing is out of control, we want to slow down. Bring the resistance down significantly, slow your speed down. At this point, you should be feeling an increase of breathing, but it should be relatively comfortable. Again, we want a constant, slow increase of heart rate. Nice tall posture. So while doing cardio, you should like your cardio. If you hate being on a bike, then either do a body weight warm-up, do an elliptical warm-up, do a treadmill warm-up. You shouldn't be doing something you don't like. All exercise, including your warm-up and cool-down, should be enjoyable. All right, let's increase the resistance by 1. So, how do we make it enjoyable? 1, you make it as comfortable as possible. Find a style of exercise that you like. And if you don't like a style of exercise, go to a different one. There's thousands of ways to exercise. You should not hate what you're doing. Secondly, make your environment comfortable. You might have a TV on and binge watch something so you don't even know you're exercising. Listen to your favorite music, make a good playlist. Listen to the radio, listen to podcasts. Make exercise as enjoyable as possible so you'll do it. And it doesn't have to be torture. All right, so at this point, I'm at about 125 beats per minute. My breathing is definitely increased. Let's increase the resistance another time. Again, if your breathing is already super heavy, if you're struggling, back down. If you don't have a heart rate monitor, that's okay. You should go by how you feel. Notice I can maintain a conversation right now, but I'm right on the edge of that. My heart rate is up. So, in 30 seconds, we're going to do a little bit of a sprint here. Not out of control. You're not being chased by a wild animal. You're not going to get $1 million if you win. We're just going to slightly increase the speed, leaving the resistance where it's at, and just to get a spike in the heart rate. 5 seconds. Here we go. Let's increase the speed. I'm starting at 140. We're going to do this for 30 seconds, and then we're going to bring everything right down. Tall posture. Stay relaxed. If you feel any pain anywhere, slow down right away. A little bit of burning at this point is okay, but you should be able to stand it. It shouldn't be excruciating. 3, 2, 1. Good. Go ahead and slow down. Bring your resistance level down by 2. Big deep breath. I got my heart rate up to 150 there, which is perfect. That's around where I'm going to be working out today. I'm breathing a little bit heavy, but under control. So again, you should be pedaling now at a comfortable pace, not effortless, comfortable. And you should have brought your resistance down 2 points or more, depending on how you feel. So, we're now doing what's called an active recovery. We spiked your heart rate went up, your breathing went up. Now, if we just got off the bike and sat down or stood around, our heart rate would plummet. And it would stop the process of your body adapting for exercise. So the good thing about what we've done here with this active recovery is we're slowly bringing our heart rate down. So our body's going to continue to adapt for exercise, but we're no longer causing any more damage, any more buildup of lactic acid. And the body now has a chance to get ahead. So your body's starting to break down fat stores, starting to break down sugar stores. Your lungs are literally, by multiples, improving their ability to exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide. Muscles that you're using are increasing the amount of blood they have in them. And my heart rate's down to about 125, which is appropriate. All right, so you should feel pretty good by now. Your breathing should be relatively recovered. Again, we're not effortless right now, but let's just increase the speed just slightly. Again, maybe another 5 to 10 cycles or revolutions per minute. At this point, you should feel warmed up. You should feel pretty good. So we're at, the resistance is still down from before, not all the way down. Our speed is at a pretty good pace right now, not out of control. Got about another 3 seconds here. Good, going slow back down. So we're in our final minute here of this warm-up. You should be feeling pretty warm. You should be feeling loose. Whew. You should start taking some deep breaths. When you started this workout, most likely you felt tight, you felt tired, you felt fatigued. If you do a proper warm-up, you should feel good by the end of the warm-up. If you don't feel good by the end of the warm-up, you have not done a good warm-up. You need to either find a different style of warming up, increase the length of time you warm up, or slow the rate of your warm-up. You should feel better at the end of the warm-up than you did when you started. And I do. All right, 10 seconds here. Nice and relaxed, tall posture, big deep breath. We did it. Go ahead and slow down your pedal speed. Again, the side that you're gonna get off, have that pedal closest to the ground. Tight grip as you hop off. Come down to the ground, tall posture. Great warm-up, guys. Let's get to the workout.